the finishing touches as you Hello everybody, welcome to the start of a new vlog. We are on the Upper East Side right now, heading to the Met. It's the first time we've gone in a long time. It's been a while. Crowley's first time at the Met. We're just gonna go take a look at some of our favorite rooms and some new exhibitions that they have. Yeah, we'll see. We finished up at the Met. It's kind of a lackluster trip this time, to be honest. We saw a photography exhibit, which I actually thought was really good. And then we went to go see the Sargent in Paris exhibit, which I've been really excited about, but I just didn't think it was that good.
It wasn't my favorite exhibition.
Yeah, it wasn't my favorite exhibition that I've seen there. I'll just say that. It felt a little like lacking, yeah, like lacking in a cohesive story compared to so many Met exhibitions and Whitney exhibitions that we've seen. So I don't know, it was just not living up to my expectations, I guess. But it was okay. It was great to see so many of his works all together. And one of my favorite things is getting to see like the studies or the sketches that artists do of a major work of art before they actually create that work of art to like prep for it. So I love seeing kind of like the process and behind the scenes. So from that perspective, it was quite good. Saw some interesting stuff. So anyway, finished at the Met, and now we are headed to a Vietnamese restaurant that Andrew found that we're going to go try, and then we're gonna head to Keaton Quilts for me to get some fabric for a quilt, and then headed home after that. Good morning, everybody. It is the next day. It was an abrupt ending from when I saw you last. We had all these grand plans, and then we got to the restaurant and Crowley just started crying nonstop, and we couldn't figure out what was wrong. It was very unlike him. He's never done that before. So we just had to leave because it's a small restaurant. We can't just like be letting him cry for like the entire time. Hi, Frank. And so yeah, we left and just went home because we just didn't have it in us to try to take him to Keaton Quilts with us. But of course, the second we left, he was fine. So yeah, I don't know. We went home, we crafted. It was a nice rest of the day anyway. So anyway, fresh day. I thought I'd catch you up on what I'm doing in the sewing room. Last time that I talked to you guys, I was finishing up my corset and it's still not done yet. I got the buttons in the mail for it, so I have that, and then I just need to attach hardware. So I have an idea of what I want to do for the hardware on this, but I'm not exactly sure, so I haven't fully finished it yet. So I've been moving on to some other things. Summer tops. So I realized during Me Made May, I have a big gap in my wardrobe for just like nice, cute tops that are not like striped tees. I have a ton of just knits tops, and not even like the cute interesting knits tops, as I like to say. Not even those. It's just like basic tees that are striped t-shirts kind of. And these days I really like wearing jeans because it's so practical for my lifestyle. I still like wearing dresses as well, but I do default to wearing jeans, and I want to wear a cute top with it most of the time to just like elevate the look a little bit. But I don't really have very many like nice tops in my wardrobe actually, and the ones that I do have just get worn on repeat all the time. So I am embarking on what I'm calling the summer of cute tops. This corset is definitely part of that. I just need to finish that because it's super comfortable, so I'm excited to wear that. But I've also pulled from my stash a lot of patterns that I think would make really cute tops. I've pulled a whole Pinterest board of inspiration together. I'll link that down below if you're interested in taking a look at the kinds of things I'm interested in making. And now I'm starting on those projects. It has like many benefits, honestly, other than the fact that I get cute tops to wear, but tops require little fabric compared to a lot of other projects, so I don't have to have as much fabric. One of like the big key things that I'm trying to keep in mind is more prints. I discovered during Me Made May that I really do like and wear a lot of the clothing that has a print on it in my wardrobe, and I'm more comfortable and gravitate toward my comfort zone is more like solids and checks and really like dependable structured prints and not a lot of like other prints. But then I have this that I got from TJ Maxx, which is definitely a more wild print, and I wear this top all the time. So I really wanted to get more experimental and push myself to get some fabrics that had more prints, and so I've done that. I do have some in my stash, but not a ton, and I didn't have a ton of like suitable like cotton voile-y types of fabrics that I was envisioning for the kinds of tops that I want to make, especially because I like to make wovens. I keep holding this up because this is the top that I recently finished, and at first I wasn't sure about this fabric. The print in particular is like, this is 2 grandma's curtains. I don't know, but I was like, it looks like it could have a boho vibe if I, you know, choose the right pattern for it. And so after digging through my stash for like lots of great patterns that I could use for tops to achieve my inspirations, I decided to start with this one. This is McCalls 8256, and it's actually one of their most popular like best-selling patterns. If you click on the Simplicity website, you can see like the best-selling patterns, and this one's been on the list for many years. So it's definitely, I think this was the most purchased pattern in the year it came out, if I'm remembering correctly. What year was it? 2022? I'm pretty sure this was the most popular pattern of 2022 by purchases. Doesn't necessarily mean people are making it, but it's the most purchased pattern I think of 2022. And I decided to make this view A right here, the tank top, but I wanted to make some modifications to it. There's this Doan top. Doan is a clothing brand that I'm sure many of you are familiar with. They have this top, I don't remember what it's called. I want to say, is it the Nira top or something? I don't know. I'll link to the actual top down below. And it was quite similar to the tank version of this top right here with a few modifications. So I wanted to lower the neckline both in the front and the back, and then I also wanted to add a button band. So I did some, you know, hacking with it as you do, and I think the result is fab. I think it looks so cute, and I love it tucked into a pair of jeans. I love it untucked too. It's really flowy and comfortable. Cotton voile was a perfect choice for this. It's such a like breezy summer piece, and I love the button up front that I did on it. These are purely, they are functional, like they do actually work. There are buttons and buttonholes here, but it's not necessary to get the top on. You can still get the top on without it, so it's more of a decorative thing to have added. But yeah, and then I also I did a really cute stitch on the button where I made like the beginnings of a flower. If I did a knot in a different color on the top button here, then it would look like a flower. I just saw a tutorial online and thought it looked really cute, so I wanted to try it, but I didn't do the flower. I just did the rest of like the plant on it actually. And yeah, I just think that that's a really cute detail. And yeah, I really love how it turned out. So I've been embarking on my tops, summer of tops journey, and I've started a second top now, and for this one I'm using a vintage pattern. This one is McCalls 3591, and I'm sewing the tank right here, but with, again, some modifications. I'm lowering the neckline on it, and I really want to add a waist tie and like a channel and waist tie to it. So I've been moving right along on this, and something really special about this fabric, which the camera is blowing it out a little bit because it's white, but this fabric was actually remnants that I got from my friend Grace. And so I've been looking for the right project to use these remnants for so long, but I haven't been able to find the right project for it yet, because the remnants were like a really specific size, and it's like actually three different remnants of various sizes. And so I really had to do some creative cutting and maneuvering of the pattern pieces, and I had to shorten the top quite a bit too. So I've had to like make some concessions in order to use the fabric, but it was just so perfect for the vision, I couldn't not. And now the pattern has also, I lowered the neckline as I told you, but I've also made it kind of into a square scoop. You know, it's me. I love a square neckline. And yeah, I think it's turning out really well. I've already sewn the waist channel on, and I'm getting ready to thread the tie through the channel. I'm nearly finished with this one too. So once I finish threading the tie through it, I just need to do the buttonholes and the buttons, and then this one will be done too. I went for a visible bias binding on this one, which I don't typically do. Typically I like to do invisible bindings, but it just felt right for this top for some reason. But yeah, once it's finished I'll try it on and show you. But I'm excited for this one to have the waistline channel, because I think it'll be nice to give myself some shaping by having the waist channel in the tie, whereas this one I kind of tuck it in more to give myself the shaping for it. So yes, the summer of tops has commenced. I'm already looking to my next one because they're really fun to make, and I think I'm going to make the perennial blouse by Sewn with Grit Patterns. I've purchased the pattern, I've sent it to the copy shop, and I think they're going to deliver it. They do like local delivery for $5, which is crazy. That's cheaper than it would cost for me to go get it on the subway. So I think they're gonna deliver that tomorrow. So hopefully I'll finish this one today, and then I can start a new top tomorrow, which is exciting. So yeah, I've really been enjoying myself, and it's a lot of like nice fabric play too. Oh, I went shopping last weekend to get, like I said, some suitable fabrics, because I don't have a ton of what I need in my stash to make these tops. So let me show you what I got. So first, I have this stack over here of like fabrics that I'm interested in working with in the near future. Not all of them are ones that I purchased. Like I said, this one that I'm working with right now, this really beautiful embroidered fabric, I've had this in my stash for I think like 3 years now. I've just been waiting for the right project to come along, and it finally has. So I'm excited to be using this. This fabric was a new purchase. All of these are going to be from Mood that I'm showing you right now, and I got it in store, so unfortunately I can't link them in the description box, because the stock of what they have in the store and the stock of what they have on their website is different. So I don't think I'll look for it, but if I don't see it, and if you don't see it in the description box, that's why it's not there. But yeah, this one right here, which I used for that top. This right here is an olive green like poplin fabric or shirting fabric, something like that. It's not like a voile, it's got a heavier weight to it. And I have a dress quantity of this. I did not purchase this recently. I've had this in my stash, but I pulled it out because I have been wanting to make the Silver Saga sleeveless Eleonora dress. So I purchased that pattern a while ago. I've had it printed, and I think that this will make a cute summer dress in this olive green color. So I pulled that out because I'd like to make that. This one is a new purchase. It's a cotton voile, and it's really interesting because it has all of these different components to the print. It's like a border print and sort of not. So it has like these panels. The largest panel in the center is this print right here, but then it also has these borders around it that I can utilize in what I'm hoping will be a fun and interesting way. I mentioned that I'm really trying to focus on prints, so I did not let myself get any like solids-ish, but I got around that by, so yes, this is a solid black fabric, but it's embroidery anglaise, so it has the embroidery on it, and I think that that will like put a nice twist on a top, because I'm still gonna, I love wearing solids and neutral colors, but I wanted to do something to get some fabrics that just had a little more interest to them. So I got this broderie anglaise, which has a really beautiful embroidery on it, and then the same idea for this one, which it may look white on the screen, and it is mostly white, but the embroidery on it has like really bright like neon lilac threads running through it, so it's overall kind of a lilac tone. And then last, this is one that I got when I went to Mood last weekend. It's another cotton voile, and it's another border print, so it's this beige kind of floral, interesting floral, and it has on the bottom this border. I'm not so sure how I feel about this border yet. I can't decide if I'm really that keen on it, but regardless, I think I do like the short border print part. I don't love the large one, so I think I may use this. Like, it would be cute if I did like a, not a tube top, but like a, at least some sort of square top that has straps attached, kind of like this actually. And then if I used the border along the top of the neckline, I think that could be really cute way to like combine the two elements together. So these are the fabrics that I'm working with currently. As I start making some of these projects, I will be sure to show you along the way the patterns that I'm using and all of that jazz. But yeah, I'm really excited about this. It's just like a fun, I'm feeling excited about this project just because it's fun to like play with all of these different fabrics. The projects themselves don't take a super long amount of time to make, and so it feels easy to like complete in this very busy season of life. What are you doing? Hello everybody. It is a few days later. It's actually Friday, and I'm off work today because I have a summer Friday. In the summer, my company, every other Friday, we just work like extra hours during the week so that we can have every other Friday off, which is a nice, it's optional, but it's a nice thing. And I'm on a summer Friday this week, which is nice. So I've been spending the day sewing, of course, you know. And I wanted to update you on the progress of the top that I was working on last time. I did finish it. Isn't it so cute? I think it turned out really well. So as I mentioned before, this is a vintage pattern, a vintage McCalls pattern, and I made some modifications to it by like lowering the neckline and such, and I added this waist channel and tie to it to give myself some shaping, and I think it turned out so cute. I love the buttons that I was able to use on it. They're like these pearlescent-y buttons, and these are the last ones I have of these. Somehow ages ago there was this website, I ordered like a quantity of like 3 or something like that of each of the buttons that I bought, but I didn't realize that a single quantity contained multiple packs of buttons, so I ended up receiving, I don't know, like 30 packs overall of buttons. I don't need buttons, and luckily I got them in like neutral colors, so I actually can end up using these buttons for most of my projects unless I need something special like the red ones for the corset. But yeah, most of the time I end up using the same buttons over and over for my projects because I have so many on accident. But these are the last of these ones now. I think this happened in like 2018, so it's been a while. I still have plenty though from other sets that I use less frequently, but these ones do just seem to go with so many projects that I want to make. So I'm sad to see those go, but I think they look great on this blouse. I'm just so pleased with how it turned out. I'll try it on later to show you, and I have the whole project documented on my Instagram stories as well. Like there, I've made a stories highlight so you can go and look at it if you want to follow along with it there. But yeah, so I finished this one. And then in the meanwhile, I went and got a new pattern printed that I really wanted to try out. And while I was waiting for it to be printed, I decided to cut out a project for Crowley. So I don't know if I mentioned this, but the corset, I just kind of had this realization that I love the idea of being matchy-matchy with Crowley, but I don't always necessarily want, like, I'm not gonna wear a onesie, I'm not gonna wear polo shirts, you know, like, things that I would make for him are not necessarily my style. So I finally just had this aha moment where I was like, well, I can just make something for me and something for him in the same fabric and it will still be matchy-matchy enough. So for me, I made the red corset, which is in my style. And then for him, I've been wanting to make this adorable kids overalls pattern. This is McCalls 8487. Here's a look at the pattern sketch. I think this does a better job, like you can see it more easily. It's like this pleated front overalls pattern. It's kind of hard to see it because the print on this one obscures some of the details. So I decided to cut that out for him in the red fabric and I finished it. It's so cute. Oh my god, it's so cute. It's been a busy week. Yeah, I haven't talked to you for like 4 days. So today's Friday, as I mentioned, so it's been like quite busy over here, especially with it being a work week. So yeah, I've been cutting out projects. I've been sewing a little bit here and there every night when I can. And we've been, of course, cooking our meal plan up all week. So just the usual things, but trying to find balance in coming back to work, spending time with family, and then also having enough time for creative pursuits outside of work. But let me show you these overalls because you guys are going to die. It is so cute. So cute. Okay, so as you may know, I think I showed it to you. Maybe I didn't. I don't know. But I made him a polo shirt a long time ago. I made us matching polo shirts, actually. So I have it paired with that right now. Is this not the cutest? The cutest thing you've ever seen. Look at this. It's so adorable. And the buttons, I managed to find two like red transparent or translucent buttons in my button stash that I got from my mama, and so I got to use those on it. The only thing I haven't finished yet, it's almost finished, it just needs the snaps for the snap crotch. And my friend Grace, she's so generous, she essentially like permanently loaned me her cam snap presser. It's a plastic one, so she has like the set, it's like the inserter and like a whole set of snaps. But the snaps that she gave me, there's no red ones in it, and I really wanted to do matching red as opposed to some other color. So I've purchased some red snaps for this cam snap inserter to put into the crotch. But how cute are these overalls? I haven't tried them on him yet, so we'll see, but I just think paired with this really cute polo that I've already made for him, I think this is just the sweetest, cutest outfit. So I'm so excited about that. I think that is so adorable. The pattern came together really easily. So yeah, the pattern's actually not designed to be a snap crotch, but I just convert all of them to be snap crotch because it's way more practical for babies. So that's one thing I finished in the meanwhile. The other thing that I have started, where did I put? Oh, they're on the floor. The other thing that I have started, as you guys know, this is the Summer of Cute Tops, and the next project in the queue that I had printed and that I was waiting on, I made this while I was waiting for that pattern to be printed at my local copy shop because I don't like taping together PDF patterns. I just can't do it. So I had that printed and got that back, and I've decided to make the Perennial blouse by Sewn with Grit Patterns. It's a really pretty blouse that has like a sleeveless variation, a ruffle sleeveless variation, and then also like a cap sleeve option. I decided to make the cap sleeve one. I've seen many projects online of this one. I think it's really cute and it fits the aesthetic of my Pinterest board perfectly. This project also has the added bonus that so many fabrics would be suitable for it. I think I must have pulled out 10 to 15 options from my stash that I thought could have worked for this pattern, and just by process of elimination whittled it down to what I thought was best and came down to these two fabrics here. So this is one that I recently purchased from Mood. It's just so versatile. It would be so perfect for this pattern. However, I love this fabric so much that I'm just not willing to part with it on a pattern that I haven't made before. And typically I don't do that. I'm not really somebody who saves fabric for best, but I really do, and I don't know why I am, because I can get more of this. Like, there was plenty on the bolt at Mood. They had multiple bolts of it. So I don't know why I'm being so precious about it, but I do love this, and it's just one of those fabrics that's so versatile for everything. In the end, I ended up going with this fabric, actually, which I got from fabric.com back in the day. I've had this fabric in my stash for years, and I'm not sure if it's gonna come across on camera, but it is striped. And the stripes are such a color and width that when you look at it for too long, it does like make your eyes vibrate a little bit. I bought like 4 to 5 yards of this. I haven't measured it, so I'm not 100% sure. I can't remember, but I know it's like 4 to 5 yards. And because it makes your eyes vibrate, it is kind of tricky to use. And it also, as you can see, has these embroidered flowers on it, which is amazing. I love these flowers, but that adds like an extra layer of challenge. It's already a stripe, which stripes, you know, need like particular patterns that are more suited for them, I feel. And then it also has the embroidery, so you have to also consider, maybe I don't use a super pieced bodice because I don't want the embroideries to end up in weird places or in the seam allowance constantly. You know, it's like there's an extra considerations, not only for the stripe, but for the embroideries. So it's made it tough to use. And then that on top of my eyes vibrating because of like the color and size of the stripe. So it's made it tricky to use, although I love it. But I do think it would work really well for this perennial blouse when I'm too hesitant to cut into this one just yet. So I'm using this one. All that to say, I'm using this one for this first one, and I'm excited about it. So I cut out the pattern. So far, the instructions on this pattern, I have to say, are just like a 10 out of 10. She really gives very clear and thorough instructions, a lot of tips and recommendations for how to select a size. And I will say, typically I kind of glaze over that kind of information. I consider myself to be a pretty advanced sewist at this point. But I did actually read it and think that it was helpful in selecting a size. I went back and modified the size that I intended to cut originally, even based on these instructions. So yeah, I think she gives a lot of really good tips for how to select a size, and a lot of people have given very rave reviews about how great the instructions are for this pattern. So I'm excited to dive into this project further. So that's my next Summer of Cute Tops blouse. Just kind of enjoying the process as we go. I've cut out the project today, and now I'm about to get sewing. So that's what's been going on around here. I'm excited to get started on this project. It is Friday, like I said, so we're at the weekend. I'm not 100% sure what I'm going to be doing this weekend, but I will be taking you along with me for sure. So let's get started on the perennial blouse. Okay, I'm getting ready to start my blouse. I will be, of course, using my Bernina B735. If you don't know, I am an ambassador for them, and I absolutely love Berninas. I applied for the ambassadorship. I'm so excited to be using this machine. It feels super like premium and luxurious to use. As an ambassador, by the way, I do have access to discounts. So if you are thinking about purchasing a Bernina, please reach out to me because I can get you discounts off of your purchases. So let me know. I can like mail you coupons and stuff like that that we get as ambassadors to distribute and share. Also wanted to mention, because it's in my line of sight, I'm so excited, my peanut butter quilt came back from the Long Armor, and I am so thrilled with how it looks. Basically, it's finished except for the binding. I need to decide on a color. I'm currently debating between something that's in like that teal or cobalt blue arena, or something that's kind of like a sunshine yellow to pull out other colors that are in the quilt top. But the quilt is magical. It's so fun and cozy, and it's just going to be the perfect addition to a fall snuggle on the couch. So yeah, I absolutely love it. I'll show you guys later on, especially once I get the fabrics for the binding. I still need to decide, but I'll keep you updated on that. All right, I'm gonna get started on this blouse. You know you're making a lot of tops when you basically have this tool out 24/7. It's a bias tape maker if you don't know what it is, and it's fantastic for quickly pressing bias tape rather than having to do it like all the sides manually. So I'll leave it linked down below if you need one. Highly recommend this tool. So obviously I know what the fabric looks like, but it's just a whole different thing when you pull off the pattern piece to reveal below what it looks like. This is going to be so cute. I love it. Exciting times. I've been working on my perennial blouse when the mail was delivered, and I got two exciting things, one of which I already told you about, which was that I ordered those cam snaps. Okay, so I ordered this from Cam Snaps directly, and they had a set that had every color that they have for like $20, or maybe it was 15, I don't remember, but something like that. And so they had every color, so I thought, why not get that, just so I have like any color I could need for future projects. Too far. Can you sit over here? Come here. Okay, so that's the first thing I ordered. The second thing, this is a wild card. I've been ordering a little bit of fabric for some summer projects, and one of my orders is coming from Blackbird. It still has not arrived yet. And then the other thing was from Mood, and I got one thing from Mood. And you guys might think I'm a little crazy when you see the fabric, but bear with me. So it is, what is the fiber content of this? It's like rayon satin, sustainable and recycled viscose satin. So I don't know if you guys have heard of the brand Pucci before, Emilio Pucci, but he has a very specific style of print, and it's these very abstract 70s like prints that he uses in his dresses mostly, or caftans. He makes a lot of caftans, and I've been seeing these Pucci dresses and thinking like, these are so fun, and I've been trying to, I said, invite more color into my wardrobe, more prints, more fun. I'm like, what better way than this? And so I saw this print on mood.com. There was only 3.5 yards, I think, left, and I bought all of it. I hope they restock because it's such a neat print, and I know this is going to be very, you love it or you hate it, but I think it is really cool and is going to make a really neat dress. And I'm excited to have found it like in the satiny charmeuse type of fabric, because that's what the Pucci dresses often look like. It's usually either a mesh dress in this sort of print that you wear like over a bikini cover up or something like that, or silk, but my budget did not allow for silk because all of the silk prints in this vein that I saw at Mood were like $80 a yard, and I was like, no, I don't think I want to pay that when I'm not sure if I'm actually going to like love it and wear it. I didn't want to get polyester though, because then it would be too hot, and I just don't really like polyester. So I've been trying to find a viscose or a rayon or something like that that can give me that effect without the price tag of silk, just to test out and see if I like it. And I finally found this one. So I'm really excited about it. I'm not 100% sure what style of dress I'm going to make yet. I'm considering, obviously it's going to be Pucci inspired. So it'll either be like a halter, he does a lot of halter neck dresses, so I might do that. He occasionally does cowl neck dresses, but I'll be honest, every time I've made a cowl neck garment, and I've made 3 now, it's one of these things that I like in theory. I save a lot of cowl neck inspiration, and then I don't actually wear it. So I think I need to stay away from cowl prints. That's something that I kind of learned also during Me Made May. I was taking a lot of notes during this Me Made May about things that I wear and things that I like and actually use and don't use, and cowl necks were one of the things that I'm just like really not wearing. So I'm hesitant to make a cowl neck dress. I also don't really tend to go for halter neck dresses though, so I'm not sure yet. I'm gonna have to look at a bunch of Poochie dresses to get some inspiration, but I do think this fabric is so fun and summery. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about it. Do you like Poochie style dresses? Do you like this print? Is it not really your thing? You're not gonna hurt my feelings at all if it's not your thing. I mean, different strokes for different folks, but I really think this is gonna be fun. Even I'm unsure about it, you know, because it's just so wildly out of my typical, but I'm just ready for some fun and something different. I don't know, so I just thought that was it. So I saw this, was really excited about it. I think it's going to make a fabulous summer dress. We're in the kitchen. I really did not want to cook tonight. Honestly, I'm not feeling it at all, but the dinner sounds really good. We're making lemongrass chicken tonight, and it sounds delicious.
Yeah.
Andrew's talking about starting an OnlyFans account over here. He's like, we want a house, let's start an OnlyFans account. I told him I'd be his social media manager for his OnlyFans account. I really want to get a rice cooker. I'm tired of this diva ingredients. And as I told Candace, I am not doing the boil in a bag anymore, okay? I've stepped up my game.
I don't know how you're alive after the amount of boil in a bag of rice that you've eaten. You are like 70% microplastics.
No. Okay, listen, I don't do boil in a bag rice anymore, but I still hate cooking rice. It's a diva, it doesn't matter. I could do the same thing every time and it would be a different result. I really want to get a rice cooker. Find this recipe. It's from this website called The Modern Proper, which I've never cooked from before until this week. I've cooked three recipes from them this week.
I've cooked from it before.
And I really like it. So yeah, I'll link all the recipes I made this week, and all three of them were bangers. Here's the final product. What do you think? Is it good?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Any notes?
Needs more veggies.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. There's not much in it. It's like chicken, rice, and then the sauces.
But it's good. It just needs
more. Yeah. More vegetables.
Yeah.
This is absolutely delicious. Broccoli. Broccoli would be good in this. What am I watching?
The Bear.
Oh, the new season?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. That dinner was really good. I'd definitely make it again.
Yes, I enjoyed it thoroughly.
He has the whole apartment. Where does he want to lay?
He knows what he's doing.
I just finished attaching these adorable little cap sleeves. I really like them. Yeah, I think it looks really cute. And then all that's left are bindings. Move along. Bindings, the waistband, and then buttonholes and buttons, and it will be done. So yeah, tops are so quick and use relatively little fabric. It's gonna be a lovely summer of sewing cute tops. So satisfying. I'm gonna leave you here for tonight, but yes, Andrew, yes, sleepy time. I'm tired, Andrew's tired. I'll see you guys in the morning. Everybody, it's Saturday. I'm in the craft room working on my top. Now it's just like a frenzy of bias binding everything. So I've made my bindings this morning, or I pressed them at least. I cut them yesterday, and getting ready to attach to the sleeves and the neckline. morning, everybody. Hope you all are doing well. Today is Sunday, and I have just put the finishing touches, as you probably saw, on my Sewn with Grit perennial blouse, and I think it turned out super cute. I really like it. It is a little shorter than what I would typically go for. I could see from the pattern photos that it was a more cropped top, but I wanted to give it a go because it was drafted for someone who is 5'8". I am 5'8", and I'm somewhat short-waisted, but I do carry a lot of my height right here, so I just wanted to see. I wanted to sew it out right. I wasn't precious with this fabric, as I mentioned to you guys already, so I was like, let's just sew it and see how it goes. So I do think that the next time that I make this, because it's such a wearable design, isn't it? I love how it's like essentially coming just to the top of the waistband of my jeans. It will be perfect for wearing with like a high-waisted skirt. It's like this top would work with so many different clothing bottoms. So I'd love to make it again, but when I do, I think I'm going to add an inch of length to it, and that's a really easy alteration because there are lengthen and shorten lines on the pattern, and I think that that will just like reliably get it just to the top of my waistband right there. For my comfort level. I'll still wear this a lot. I have plenty of tops in my wardrobe that are this length, so yeah, but I really like it. I think it turned out super, super cute, so I'm really pleased with that. Yesterday, as you may have seen, some city shots as we were driving. Andrew Crowley and I went to a graduation party of somebody in his family. So we took Crowley. It was the first time a lot of people in Andrew's family have met Crowley, so that was fun to show him off, and he wore his overalls that I made for him for the first time, and those were super cute, but unfortunately the plastic snaps on two of them basically broke almost immediately. So I'm not sure if it's because I didn't insert them properly or if it's just the plastic snaps and maybe I need to get a metal snap inserter. That was kind of a bummer, so I'm not really sure. So I'm gonna have to take those off, and I'll try reinserting them and doing some troubleshooting to see if I can figure out what the problem was, or I may just have to invest in a metal snap inserter after all. But regardless, the overalls turned out really cute, and he was wearing a onesie underneath it, so you know, it's fine. It's just like, yeah. So anyway, today, the plans for today are to craft. I'm probably going to cut out a new project. I don't know what it is yet. I haven't even been thinking about that. We have to make the meal plan for the week, so we're going to do that. We're going to go grocery shopping and keep it kind of low-key. Probably also just do like a general house pickup and get the house ready for the Faultler for the next week. Yeah, that's kind of the plans for today, keeping it low-key. Crowley's napping right now. Andrew's working on a game design that he's been doing. The time has come. Meal prep time. Chili? Like chilies, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay, good, because I put that on the list because I want to make more of my chili powder. So what day did you say you want to do Tuscan pasta? Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Okay, should I do buffalo cauliflower rice bowls tomorrow? We are back from the grocery, we are back from a walk that we went on earlier, and now Andrew's giving Crowley a bath, and I am in the process of making some homemade bread for the week and also dinner for tonight. We're making a lemony grilled zucchini with crispy chickpeas over tzatziki, and then a summer salad, which is kind of like a panzanella. I think that's what it's called, panzanella, I forget. But it's kind of like a panzanella doesn't really have like lettuce in it, but it's like a salad that's got like croutons, cherry tomatoes often, fruit a lot of times is in it too. I have to look up what like makes a panzanella. I'm not exactly sure, but I know that's kind of like what it is. So a summer salad and yeah, these crispy chickpeas and zucchini of our tzatziki, so it should be good. So oddly enough, I cannot get this locally. I get it every time I'm in Tennessee visiting my family though, because I can get it at Kroger in Tennessee. So I'm assuming it's in other places in, you know, the US, as long as you're in like a big grocery store and not like small little Brooklyn ones. But this Simple Truth organic mushroom umami herb seasoning is so good. I love this on veggies sauteed in a pan, or baked veggies with this on it, just this. It's so good. Mushroom umami herb. And it says it's got savory and herbaceous with hints of onion, garlic, and citrus. It doesn't taste like citrus or anything like that to my palate, but yeah, it's just a really good seasoning. And you have Simple Truth organic products at your grocery store. Look for this mushroom umami herb seasoning. It's really good on vegetables. Hello everybody, I'm just sitting here editing the vlog and realized I forgot to sign off again and say goodbye. I'm trying to be better about that. So thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe down below if you haven't already, and I will see you in my next one. Bye!